These are basically programs that are driven by other attributes like job time and income. So you don't have a good job time either. The income's a little on the light side. So you're probably down payment, $1,500 is going to be your biggest problem if you want me to slice through it from A to B. I'm not sure if you're ready, or if you're just in that discovery process trying to figure out what's it going to take, what do I need to do to get this car loan. Right, so you're never going to get away with $500 down if you don't have much on the credit report to hang their hats on. There's definitely an offer, because I can sit there all day and advertise I have a 99% approval rating, and no matter what you're approved in, try to jib jive you in the door and waste your time letting you test drive vehicles that won't work with the financing or things like that. I just avoid all that by just getting the work done first. But typically you need to be ready with money down, and that could be $500 trade-in plus $1,000 cash, or $1,000 trade-in plus $500 cash, or either or, if the trade-in's worth that, or cash that, either, whatever you need, $1,500, whether it's all cash or not. So $1,000 down, Ryan, will get you into a very small balance, short term, no hassle loan, and it may come down to one car in the inventory. I may have to crunch the numbers on 6 different cars to find that one car. So if you don't care what you're going to take, and you're going to love whatever I bring to the table, I will do that work. But I got to be convinced of that, because it's work. It's real work finding that car, because I have to go then and update, find the book values and, look at each one individually. Then I got to update the bank and then show the dealer the deal and get them on board with the fees. So I can marry this equation with $1,500 down a lot easier, because it opens up the doors to other offers. That's why I ask if you can focus on that, because that will give you more opportunity. There'll be other banks that will make others, because you got in the foot in the door with their minimum down payment requirement. And they're way more flexible to work with. Like, I can get the dealers to take those deals easier, which is really my real job. I mean, until, you need time. Like, it takes 5 years to get out of the subprime market of really good, being a good little cucumber, on the credit report, for 5 solid years, maybe 7 years, for things to start to get those offers. But this market that we're dealing with right now today, it's really a mathematical equation. It's really, and I got to get everybody on board. It's not just you. So, this, yeah. So this is how I'll work it. Like, let's say you got the $1,500. I'll say, okay, go to the website, pick out 2 or 3 vehicles. You got a paycheck stub too. You need that, that shows your hours and stuff. But, you go to the website and I say, okay, pick out 2 or 3 vehicles, please. If you want to throw 5 of them on the list, great. But I need them in order that you prefer them. This is what you would consider. And you're going to obviously follow parameters that I'll provide to you. But I'm not going to go down that road and update cars if you're not ready, only because inventory changes, really. It's nothing to do with you, I mean, yeah, you're in the discovery process trying to figure it out. What is it going to take? But I just need a day's notice. You're ready with $1,500, and you and I are going to go to the next step. And I don't know how long that'll take. Some people are, getting stimulus monies and, tax refund time. Don't forget about the tax refunds. Those are coming. That'll get your foot in the door. Yeah, get your W-2, get that filed, get that $1,500 that you need. Give me, that at that point, we're looking at real-time inventory, Bill Walsh inventory. Listen, if you're desperate for a car, Ryan, I want to help you. If you have nothing right now that you're working with, because you're just starting off with a 1-month job or whatever, and it's hard times, I get it, and you need a car, there are buy here, pay here lots. I'm not promoting them at all. We get rid of our cars and they buy them. Like the quality of the cars, you're taking a chance, more so. They're going to be higher mileage, but whatever. We just know that our quality product's a little bit easier. But if you're desperate from one human to another human, I'm saying you can go down that road, or you can just stay very focused and determined to get that money down, and then call me, and then we'll work off of the 7 stores. It doesn't matter what store. We go where the car is that we marry. And then when I have the deal married and I'm bringing it back to you, I'm not going to call you back and say, I'm going to call you back and say, this is the one that worked, or this is why this one didn't work. The book value could be weak. Is it, you have a payoff on that? Ay. How did you get that car, Ryan? Or did you have someone sign with you? Did you have a higher income or something at the time? That makes a difference too. Yeah, with a thin file. What's the payment? Yeah, are you okay with that? It eats all the paycheck up, the gas. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, it got you thinking. This is where it got you thinking. To be honest, Ryan, here, if you're going to try to trade out of that Capital One loan that you have 18 grand on, I'm going to have to appraise the trade, but it's definitely going to come in on the upside downside. I don't know. So, well, how much? How much? And with 2,000 income by yourself, you won't find anything to support that because see, here's what I'm contending with. I'm going to do the math real quick. Your wife would have to sign, but use her income also without question. If we even just stand a chance, your payment would go up. Yeah, but your payment's going to go up. But typically, if you're just making the payment by yourself, here, I know you were making more money before, but they really aren't going to want you to go over 300 right now by yourself. So whatever she makes a month, what is it? What does she make? Well, here, if I don't, are you making your payments on time? Okay, well, go 12 payments, perfect, as agreed, and then revisit the deal. But you're probably not going to put on as many miles as working in town, right? That would be good. And then the reason I say it is, if your credit score fell below, right now they're only going to consider like how the last 12 months of performance. If you think you can keep it on time and everything clean for 12 months, Capital One would probably revisit as well on my desk. And I'm a situational specialist, okay? We can add her income, and I didn't get her second job, but the payment's going to go up. So we got to talk about all these different things and find out what you want to do. Like, I'm trying to send you down the most healthiest road that you can go down for your scenario that you're painting, this picture. I feel like, the crossroad is this for you. 12 months, perfect payment, get back on track, because that's what they want to see. A solid 12 pays with no marks, right? Everything's perfect. Or do you want to let the car go back to Capital One and start fresh on a small balance, short term, no hassle loan with $1,500 down? But trading that truck into anything used will never happen. We'll have to go to new, and that means your payment's going to go up. And that's why we started talking about the payment. I'm not going to force any hardship on you. Your income has dropped, like you said, and your wife's working 2 jobs. Is it worth it to save? I'm just trying to, as a human to human, be like logical about the whole thing. I want to sell you a car worse than you want to buy one, but your situation may need you to get Capital One back on board, with 12 perfect solid pays with 0 marks, because that's how they look at it, and that's how the algorithm is set in the program. They're looking at what has the last 12 months been like. And if they see 1 or 2 slow pays, then they're going to know that the next 12 months there's a chance that they're going to have a little couple of teetering slow pays, Now, if they look back and they saw a solid pay for 12 months with 0, then they're going to gamble that the next 12 months are going to be solid as well. It could be that's how they're going to look at it, the banks. Just looking at the past will tell you the future. And so that's, for you, an advantage for you to fight to get that, even though, or if it's that desperate for you, your payment's probably going to go up to $500 to $550 on something like a Renegade, or we can go in a small little car or something like that and get it maybe down to $450. I think, okay, so the point of doing the 12 months would be to get an offer in 12 months from now that has the lower interest rate that gives you the better payment. That'd be the point. Because right now the interest rate's so high that there's no way we're going to get around your payment not going up $150 on something new with negative equity like that. And then there's always the no hassle loan, fresh start type program, smaller balance, shorter term. You need $1,500 down. No trade on something used, 10 grand or less. That's a road. So those are your roads. You could decide which one you want to go down. Okay, Ray? talk it over with Brittany. Save my name and number in your phone. Did they get into that? But I definitely want to sell you a car if you want me to move forward with that and add her to the application. I mean, we can go for that, but I want you to make sure that you're 100%, feeling good about all the, your payment going up. I mean, your point is you want to save gas money, but you also want a lower interest rate. That Capital One loan is probably a better interest rate. It is a higher balance, Oh, got it. Well, what's the name of the bank? Oh, exactly. Ryan, here, heart to heart, do keep them in your pocket. They can do more because you don't have to fit in a perfect little box to work with them. So it is super important for you to value that place and regard them as a very valuable tool for all your future, so because they can do more and do better for you. Did you trade a vehicle also for that truck? Oh, damn it. Well, a lot of times customers will feel that way, and it's only because they use these programs where they can stick a VIN number in there and it shows you in a 300-mile radius what they're selling for at auction, right? So the attitude from the dealer is real simple. Where can they go get this car, and how much can they buy it for? If they were going to go buy it, they take a little bit of a righteous attitude when it comes to the prices on the trades, and it's just the way it is, because they technically can go buy that car for the $1,000 or $2,000, you know what I mean? But on the streets, you probably could have sold it for $2,000. Yeah, but it's a give or take. There's pros and cons to everything. That's why I want you to think about everything we're talking about and talk to Brittany and make sure you're okay with your payment going up, and then call me back if you want me to go down that road with you, because I don't know what the main goals are. To me, I would try my hardest to keep everything perfect and give it some time and keep your credit union in your pocket no matter what it takes. You can do it. You can do the credit union just that. Here, you want to know how to do it? You pay them every month so that they don't have to pick up the phone to get paid. Like if they got to call you and say, hey, you didn't pay us yet, that's like work. You get what I mean? It's like they don't want to work to get paid. They just want to get paid. So if you can do that, where they'll look at the file and they'll say like, oh, look, we never even had to call them, not even one time. Believe it or not, they're keeping track of that. Of how many times they had to call you to get paid in the last 12 months. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So keep that in mind while you're redeeming your situation with the credit union, and it would totally redeem, because it's all about paper, right? It's like how is it performing on paper with them? Yeah. Well, keep me in touch, right? Okay. All right. Talk to you soon. Yep. You're welcome. Bye. Bye.